Hello everybody, it is January 6th here in USA of the year 2020, and we've got the new version 8.1 of Real Racing 3 that just came out on both Android and iOS. And of course, in this update, we are continuing on with the Formula One Grand Prix events. We had 3 in the last version. Those, I believe, even if you haven't done them yet, I believe they are still open, so you can start them at any point. And in this update, we're gonna have, I believe, next week is when the Japanese Grand Prix, Suzuka Grand Prix, is going to open. And I want to say, when's the last one? That's going to be the American Grand Prix, at the Circuit of the Americas. That's going to be in, I want to say, about 3 weeks' time. So basically, next week will be Japanese Grand Prix. We have a week in between where we have most likely some other like limited time series or non-Formula One event, and then week following we'll have the final, the 5th American Grand Prix unlock. So basically that tells you need to start saving up your motorsport dollars if you've been using them up to upgrade your cars. Safe bet is what you need around 1.6 million is a safe place to be. Typically, you don't need that much because you earn as you go, but you don't want to get stuck, and certainly don't want to miss out, because obviously there is a time limit on how many days like you have to finish and complete the event. So you're given 5 days to do it. So I mean, you can calculate the 5 days of 180,000 motorsport dollars you can earn per day. But for me, that's cutting it a little too close. So especially since we've had so many days and we still have another week to go, just about, I would say, save up. And if you don't save up until next week, then you can, I mean, it unlocks, but you don't have to do it right away. I guess, that's something else to keep in mind. And then, speaking of non-Formula One content, Bavarian Banquet. So it's going to be BMW. All right. BMW M5 and BMW M2 Competition enter the road collection, and the BMW M4 GT4 joins its competition in 2019 season of GT4. Okay, so that's going to be the new content in the motorsports section. GT4 cars are a lot of fun. I enjoy them very much. So we're going to get a new one in there. And that GT4, speaking of, car is going to be a race day event. So if you are new to the game, race day is sort of like a limited time series where you have to meet PR requirement to complete the series, and you're given so many days, but you can finish it as soon as you have enough upgrades to go through all stages. And there's kind of a little bit of a storyline that goes with it. So compared to, let's say, a special event, which typically involves more storyline driven, and you cannot really, I mean, you're given, let's see, 1 stage unlocks per day, right? And I don't know if we have any of those in this update. I think if you didn't start or finish or if you didn't basically get started on the aggressive ambition, the special event, I think that's still available in the new version. I'm pretty certain. But anyway, So that is that. So this car, BMW M4 GT4, is going to be available through the race day event. And it's going to be at Brands Hatch and Hockenheim. All right. Cool. And we've got 4 limited time series. Is that right? One for M5, another one for M2, Aston Martin Vantage AMR Pro. That was originally a special event car, wasn't it? Jaguar F-Type SVR. I think that was also a special event car as well. All right. So we got 4 limited time series in this version, 2 for new cars, 2 for older cars. Newer cars, they tend to require 3 upgrades across the board. So 21 upgrades. Older cars typically require higher PR, so they are going to be generally a bit pricier depending on how old a car is, right? So treasure trove of gold in 4 all new limited time series. We'll see about that. Rarely do you come out net gold positive at the end of a limited time series or however long you go. But they call it treasure trove. For whom? They don't specify, to be fair. It's more like treasure trove of gold for them, right? Anyway, we got 2 new exclusive series featuring from the last version 8.0 Koenigsegg Agera RS and a classic Aston Martin Vulcan. So if you have either of those cars fully upgraded, then you will have access to the exclusive series. So all right, so let's check out the new cars. And ooh, look at that. A fancy new asset downloading screen. That's neat. Updated to reflect the changes in new version featuring the new cars. That's neat. I like that. Every minor detail they change in the version, as long as they don't break stuff, right? I do appreciate the work they do. All right, so here's the new BMW M5 base PR 48.5. So let's see, that's most likely gonna be in Masters or Elite section of the career. So we'll have to look into which kind of look through our road collections section and see if there is a new series featuring this car, and we'll kind of figure out exactly what that is. And what did it say? January 26th is when this car is going to be available. So yeah, that's about when the limited time series for this car is going to be expiring. All right, and next, there are just 3 new cars. All right, so next one we got another BMW, this time M2 Competition. And this one, a little bit lower PR, 28.2, so more like expert level. All right, and this one is from 15th of January. Yeah, so another limited time series car, of course. So this one's most likely gonna be the first limited time series, maybe. And then this the BMW M4 GT4. This is the race day event car. So this one's gonna be available, looks like, at the end of the current version, February 17th. And this car, of course, will be in motorsports section. At least that's my assumption. So this one, base PR 48.6. All right. So, yes, M2 championship is already open, and we're back to the regular, like, 9-day limited time series clock. That's nice to know. And let's see, do we have anything here? Next event starts in 20 days. Then this screen is where the race day event is going to take over when it becomes available in 20 days. And that is, of course, for the GT4. Right. So, anything else new here? Not really. Motorsports GT4. Do we have a new edition? They just tell you and more. So let's check in real quick, and there it is. Right up in the front, the new Beamer. Pretty cool, M4 GT4. So, well, I guess we'll try to see if we can make some progress through this series as well at some point. So, yeah. Right. We got Audi, Mercedes, Camaro, Chevy, Aston Martin Vantage GT4, and Chevy, of course, Porsche, of course, 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sport. Right. And then let's check into let's see. I have a feeling maybe they're going to be in the elite section. Let's go towards the end of the series, and no, it's not going to be here, so that must mean it's going to be under Masters section. Of course, what I'm looking for is those BMW M5 Prestige meets Performance. So that one's going to feature Maserati, Porsche 911 Carrera S, and the new BMW M5. So that's going to be a new series. And then the Expert must feature the third Beamer M2 Competition. And there it is, Super Coupe Group, featuring the Audi Twin Turbo RS Coupe from 2012, not the old one. I mean, 2012, I guess now, kind of old too, but you know what I mean. And then Nissan 370Z Nismo Z34 and the new M2 Competition. So that is pretty cool. And then, of course, we got a couple of new exclusive series. And look at that. We got a whole new organization for exclusive series. That's a welcome change. So we don't have to like scroll through page after page after page to get to a particular series that we want to race in, right? So that is very cool that they finally got around to kind of reorganizing. So this features all the cars that I own. Obviously, earlier section, the ones that we have fully upgraded, so the actual series is available. And then on the later part of the screen, as we scroll, these are of course the cars that we own but do not have fully upgraded yet. So then under exclusive collection tab, I'd assume this is where you will see the cars maybe that you don't own. I don't know. And then the crown is telling you the ones that you have 100% completed. So I guess the goal here is to go from owned car section to the crowned section. Right, makes sense, right? All right, so those are some new content with let's see, one new bonus series in Expert, another new one in Master, and then of course we got two new exclusive series along with a whole new organization. And then we have this new car added to the GT4 2019 season. And because I haven't completed any, I wouldn't be able to tell you if they've added any new tiers to this season. Obviously, no, actually, it's not so obvious. It's not a bonus series, so they don't have like each car specific time trial here. So I have a feeling they just added a new car and didn't change anything. Right. All right. And then of course for F1 content, we've got Japanese Grand Prix starting in 4 days. And as I said, I guess not quite 3 weeks, but 2.5 weeks we'll have the last Circuit of the Americas American Grand Prix opening. So that is all the new stuff for the version 8.1. So it's currently out and available for you to download on both iOS and Android. And if you have anything currently ongoing, like you're working on one of your Formula One Grand Prix from first three, or you're still working through this special event Aggressive Ambition, those will still carry right over to the new version, so you won't lose any progress or anything like that. So but as always, do cloud save before you make any changes, right? To just kind of make sure. Or if you have a backup device, that's even safer way to go. Just kind of make a safe backup on your secondary device, and then it should be fine. But you never know. So just to be safe, right? So anyway, that does it for this video. So next video coming up, I'll probably cover the M2 Competition Championship overview, since that's the looks like the limited time series #1. So we'll see you in the next video. So stay tuned and we'll see you soon.